These cinnamon rolls are made with biscuits, no yeast, no weight, and the best ones I've ever had. Start with 2½ cups of all-purpose flour in a large mixing bowl. Now you're going to need some leavening agent, so I added in 1 teaspoon of baking soda, baking powder, and ½ teaspoon of salt. Give that a good little mix. Then you're going to take 1 stick of frozen butter, it has to be frozen, y'all, and grate it. Now, I'm using my little rotary grater, but a regular grater will work just fine. But like I said, this really needs to be frozen because it grates really, really good. And lucky for me, I keep butter in my freezer all the time, but if you don't, stick it in the freezer probably 30 minutes before you make these. I keep it in there all the time, so I just pulled one right out of my freezer. But if you're going to make these at 5 o'clock in the morning like I did, stick it in there the night before. Add your frozen shredded butter to your flour mixture and mix that around. Next, add in 1 cup of heavy cream or buttermilk. I've done both. Both are delicious, but for a richer cinnamon roll, do heavy cream. Mix that around until you get a good workable dough. You don't want it too sticky. You don't want it too wet. If it needs a little more flour because it's too wet, add it. If it needs a little bit more buttermilk or heavy cream, whichever you use, add it. It needs to be the perfect dough. Not too sticky, not wet. Also, please pardon my appearance. This was at 5 o'clock in the morning. After you've formed the dough into a nice ball, roll it out to about a 1/4 inch thickness, and you're going to spoon on a couple tablespoons of melted butter. Don't do a whole stick because it just gets too much and it leaks out and burns in the bottom of your pan. I done about 4 or 5 tablespoons and just spread it out nice and evenly. Sprinkle on a good helping of brown sugar. I probably used about a half, 3/4 of a cup. I don't measure this part. I just put it on there and spread it out until it looks like a good amount. But if you're the person that needs a measurement for every little thing, start with a ½ a cup. Last but certainly not least, sprinkle on a generous amount of cinnamon. I probably use 2 or 3 teaspoons. Sorry. Roll it up tightly and cut 2-inch rolls. Place the cinnamon rolls in a greased cast iron skillet. Bake at 350 for about 30 minutes. Now for the icing, I used about 4 cups of powdered sugar, a couple tablespoons of half and half, probably 2. I make this icing based off of consistency, and I use a good helping of that good vanilla from Mexico. After 30 minutes in the oven, you have some delicious cinnamon rolls. Oh, but we're not done. Take that delicious, simple icing that you made and pour all of it over the top. You want it in the middle, on the sides. We don't go skimpy with our icing around here. Now y'all know how I weighed 381 at my heaviest. Lord, I can't believe I just said that. Just kidding, I ain't ashamed. When I lift my cinnamon roll up, icing should run all over the pan. If it don't, I didn't do it right. I'm telling you, y'all, these are the best cinnamon rolls in the whole wide world. I've made cinnamon rolls that take hours and hours just for the bread to rise, but let me tell you something, there's none of that with these. If you've never made biscuit dough cinnamon rolls, you have got to try this recipe. Easy, delicious, so good, and I know you'll enjoy them.